Beastly Friday it is. The reason why I'm saying that it's a Beastly Friday is because of this. I dare not say it, so I'll say pretty much special. Hmm. For those of you who know, they know. It probably started a few days ago for you, and it'll probably start in the next few days for others. But for some of us, we are pretty much special this morning. Good morning to my beasties, my loves, and my lovers today. Today, oh boy, I had to drag my carcass out of the bed this morning. I was forced into an involuntary tickle match in which I won. I triumphed. I dominated in this tickle fight. However, the enemy was on all sides. I was in the dark. I was in the cover of darkness. Good morning. And when the enemy attacked me, it was like row. Mind you, I'm having a beastly morning. And because it was dark, the enemy was fast. So even though I triumphed, it was so quickly done on the next side. The little boy has energy in the morning. I know where he gets it from, so I dare not complain. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. If you've made it to this weekend, you've made it through. What is it? Dios de la semana. You've made it through the days of the week. Ni hao. Good morning. Grand rising, grand standing. Hello, aloha. Hola. How are you? How are you? ¿Cómo está usted? What's going on? Did you sleep well last night? Were you dreaming? Did you have a dream? Did you follow the little dot into your dreams, or did you follow the little dot into the darkness of sleep? If you did, you were very, very, very tired. Bravo! You served your body well. The thing about it is, are you doing the food well? If you're not waiting 4 to 5 hours in between meals, you are definitely prepping yourself up for pre-diabetes. And it has nothing to do with your body type. You can be shaped like an apple or you can be shaped like a straw. But if you are not putting that fork in that spoon or that knife, or just stop bending your elbows for at least 4 to 5 hours, you are definitely increasing your insulin levels. And a lot of the food that we have nowadays, it doesn't break down the way it should, so that your body can use it and throw it away or discard as it needs to. So the body has to keep working. Feliz Navidad. Good morning, Roberto Lorenzo. Good morning. And I forget the other part to saying happy birthday in Spanish, but cumpleaños, I think that's part of it. All right. So yeah. So, and happy holidays to those who enjoy the holidays. And happy life to everybody, because every day is a celebration, depending on how you feel about it. Yeah, like I said, I woke up to a very, ni hao. All right, so yeah, I woke up to one of those, and now that I'm looking at this hat, this makes me think of Woody from Toy Story. This is not why I bought the hat. I bought the hat because I like to be a cowboy, and I like to be a cowgirl, and I like to be, yeah, like a rhinestone. It even has a tassel. So yeah, good morning. So yeah, I'm all thrown off now. I said good morning, I said hi, and all that other good stuff. But yeah, I was having one of those beastly mornings. And make sure you take time out to enjoy. Some of us are already on a rush. We don't set our alarms early enough. We don't go to sleep early enough. We don't give enough times. Good morning and thank you Carlton 72. Oh yeah. Thank you. Rest in peace to legendary R&B singer Carl Carlton, who was 72. Thank you. Good to see you as well. I will look him up and find out what he was famous for. Darn. Now you're making me think about that. All right. So we are going into Sagittarius. Today is the 19th. Today is the last day in Sagittarius. Okay. So we're going into Capricorn from the 20th to the 21st. Say hello to all of your friends and your family who you don't say hi to normally. I wouldn't extend myself. The phone goes both ways. A lot of times I have maybe a 60-day rule. If I really haven't spoken to you in 60 days, I'm not going to go through much. Good morning, and I appreciate it. Thank you. You're a Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn, not only is your birthday season approaching, and happy birthday to you if I don't see you then. It's for the next few days from the 20th to the 21st. This is the opportune moment to align everything. This is like a grab bag for you. Everything should be magnetic to you depending on your behavior and your alignment. The way you react to things is how you get things. Sending what? Sending. All right, I got a hater from Baton Rouge. Who that nation? All right, you losers, it's okay. You could be a hater, your team loses anyway. We won't see you at the Super Bowl. Whoever down there need to stop doing booty on your team. Who that nice shit? Anyway. Hey, Sagittarius, so fun. So I say, you don't hate being a Capricorn. Capricorns is fine. You just have to find your niche. And the thing about being a Capricorn is nobody will ever know because you're supposed to be hiding during hibernation season. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. I'm the prettiest girl you've seen today. Oh boy, I love it. The fact that you just woke up and you barely opened your eyes makes me feel wonderful because I'm the first thing you laid your eyes on. Yay! Your birthday is Monday. I got you. We got a happy birthday coming Monday. So Capricorn from the 20th to the 21st, this is your magical grab bag. Depending on if you're a magnetic type of guy or a woman, or if you're just a sourpuss. If you're a sourpuss, you're going to attract, like you're going to attract some sour people, some vinegar, maybe some funky thuds, maybe a gold digger or two, depending on if you have any gold. Or you might get one of those, golden goose type of people who just come in with the money just to make you look like an idiot. So be mindful of that. All right, Capricorn. But there are opportunities for you to grab it. Like I said, between now and in the spring equinox, this is your time to align yourself with perfect opportunities. They are there for you, Capricorn. You only have to take your strengths, study your strengths. Look up Capricorn, study your strengths, and go with it. I am a lefty, but I'm not unwinding anything. I'm actually a little tighter on the left. All right, so yeah. That South Park get you every time, So after that, we'll be going into Aquarius from the 22nd to the 24th. Hope this helps. All right. So what I want to do was a quick scripture, and then we're going to go into some messages. And we're not doing tarot today. I'm not doing tarot today. I am actually answering a couple of questions, and then that's it. 10,000 steps a day, get healthy. All right. Actually, I think I did more than that yesterday. I ran 7 miles yesterday, a round trip. And it was a little cold. The only thing on my body that got cold were my toes for a little bit. Mom and Dad, 28 when I was 1. Awesome. That's a perfect time to have a kid because your body is like ideal for the brain development of the kid because of what's going on in there. It has a lot to do with ingredients. I love you back. It has a lot to do with the ingredients in your body with what you make the kid with. So you have to be mindful. If you have like an unhealthy person and a person has general like unhealthy habits, be mindful of that. It might be cool, they may be fun, but you really have to think about the ingredients that are going to go into the future kid or whatever kid or the kids you already have. So just think about these things. Everything's a decision and a choice. We have free will. The only thing we don't have free will about is having free will. You can't give that back. So let's get into it. All right. The Lord reigneth, he is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength, wherewith he hath girded himself. The world also is established that it cannot be moved. Thy throne is established of old. Thou art from everlasting. The floods have lifted up, O Lord, the floods have lifted up their voice. The floods have lifted up the waves. The Lord is on high, is mightier than the noise of many waters, yea, the mighty waves of the sea. Thy testimonies are very sure. Holiness becometh thine house, O Lord, forever. Okay, so I'm going to take it from this scripture. I'm sorry, I get messages from everything. From this scripture that I chose, we have water signs on the forefront. Water signs on the forefront. I'm looking. So this is water and earth. This is a clay. This is a creation. All right. So we're in creation. That's Psalm 93 that I just read from. You can actually get the same message from it if you actually just pay attention. He's always putting it in your face. So yeah. So with that being said, we were talking about the floods and how deep the water is in the waves. Right now we are going through the waves. All right. Be it Noah's Ark, literally or figuratively. We are going through the waves of emotion. We are going through the waves of trauma of this nation. We are going through the waves of trauma of the world. You know, the world is made up majority of water. So our world is made up majority of our emotions and the way we react to these things. And trauma, for some reason, seems to be the biggest of the history. It doesn't have a skin color. It doesn't have a region. It doesn't even have one specific place to be. Trauma seems to encamp us all depending on our perspectives. Are your eyes open? Are your eyes open? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hear you, Thomas. The moon, definitely. See, I don't know what you're talking about, but I know God is good. Look, I know we got a good God. I don't know what you call him. I don't know what you call him in your house. I don't know how you serve him in your house. I know, right? This color coordination is working, right? So yeah. I love Storm in X-Men and Rogue. So it's like a mixture. Oh, that is awesome. If you ever make that movie, I do want to be that character. I can play a good Storm in a Rogue. You know what I'm saying? Because I get you, honey. I take these gloves off. I'll sap you real quick. You know, Catwoman could have been done a couple. Don't get me started. I've been working out, so don't get me started. Okay, so yeah. Trauma encamps us all. So let's try to undo it. Let's get from under that blanket. Because sometimes we want to play ghost and we just need a sheet. Yeah, a lot of us come from way weird histories, told and untold. And we're just trying to get to a blank palette. And we can't get to the blank palette unless we unlearn a lot of this crap that we've indoctrinated ourselves with. So give yourself a warm hug and then study the world, because right now it's nothing you can do but sit tight and be right. All right. Welcome to the journey. I didn't say it'd be easy. You just got to make it what you can make it. Make it the best, all right? And love who you can love and let the rest go. All right, so licensed to torture. Now, this is a thing. You know, a lot of times we grow up, we forget as kids that we're going to grow up and be the same adults that we constantly complain about. And this has been true throughout history, throughout biblical times, BC, AC, whatever time you want to describe, right? Where there's that one kid that's in the class and they don't have the great experience of growing up. They don't get to be popular. They don't get to be handsome in any way. They're not exactly the most ugliest, but they don't stand out the most. And sometimes the world can be cruel like that, and that child takes that in, and for some reason that child gets a very long-term plan. They say, okay, I'm going to learn how to be Croatia. Greetings from Croatia. I'm going to learn how to be a firefighter. I'm going to learn how to be a doctor. I'm going to become the mayor. And a lot of times, for some of them, the intentions are pure. They have intentions on helping and being a better person than what they saw coming up, right? But at some interval, or sometimes that is the plan, to become so powerful and so crazy that they're able to affect others' lives who didn't treat them so well. And for real, that's a lot of times some people only became successful just so that they can do something to some other people. You understand? So yeah, this also reminds me of one that not One Punch, the pirate, the little pirate. Yeah, also, yeah, because I'm always watching anime. But yeah, so sometimes people they like, I'm going to become a doctor so that if this person ever needs a doctor, I can mess up their operation. I'm going to become a lawyer so that this person, if I ever see this person in court, I can make them lose or put them in jail. I'm going to be a cop so that I can abuse people. Like, there are people who actually, they don't go into careers with success on their mind. They go into careers with revenge. We have people that become probationary officers so that they can make people miserable for their lives because of whatever they see their family go through or something like that. We have some people become cops because something happened in their family, and at first they start off wanting to avenge for their family members, but then something happens and they become a little crooked, things of that nature. So be mindful of the licensed people who train to torture. There are plenty of them. There are more people trained to torture than not, okay? And that's across the board for everybody. Nurses, doctors, you name it. Like, it's a dynamic that's here. So let's be mindful of all these things. And something I wanted to touch on really quick, because as we grow up, we have to realize we're small people going into older people. We're always in training, trained to torture. So I was also looking at how our cartoons were changing as I was growing up. I don't know. I wasn't that young when Cat Dog came out. And Cat Dog was a thing in itself, right? Because you knew it was basically ushering in a whole new wave of things. When I saw Cat Dog, not only was it confusing because where do you poop or where do you pee if that's a cat dog, and they both don't have bottoms. There's a message in everything I say. They both don't have bottoms. And it's likened to a Chinese finger trap. That whole cat dog thing. When I saw it, the first time I saw the commercial, I said I can't watch that, and I don't think I really want the kids watching that because I'm confused as hell. Like, no, it just didn't sit right with me, even though it was a cartoon. And just like when Animaniacs came out, I was still in school, and when Animaniacs came out, it was cool. It was cool for a lot of reasons, because it was it was educational, and it let me know that, and I actually lived in a predominantly Jewish area when Animaniacs came out. So I was already curious as to, in Judaism. I was curious about it. But then when Animaniacs came out, I started to realize that was a whole culture. Animaniacs was basically a Jewish cartoon, and it made me realize that the guy that I was in class with, it made me so curious about him. He was so cool. He had a bar mitzvah. They did, they sat shiva. They did all sorts of things. So I became educated about my neighborhood and my environment and the people around me. But Animaniacs was another look into things, and then it prompted me to realize that at that age, in middle school, pick that up. Don't get surprised. Just pick it up. It's okay. You're not in trouble. So yeah. So Animaniacs also made me look at New York, because if you paid attention to a lot of the backdrop in Animaniacs, they were in Brooklyn, they were in New York, they were on the bridge, they were in San Francisco. Then you had the good feathers, you had the mob mentality, so that invited you to the Jewish Italians, and Italian Jewish, especially if you never saw Scarface, so you knew that dynamic. Like Animaniacs, if you had the brain for it, you knew exactly how to break it down. And Animaniacs also, if you paid attention, ushered in a whole new era. It basically knew who the new top dogs were about to be, for those who were paying attention. So I kind of fit kind of in that in that kind of sort of thing. But you pay attention, and also you also got a taste of social path and social engineering. You seen Chicken Boo, where the power of suggestion made you think that Chicken Boo was actually a real human being. You had Elvira, who was extremely toxic. She had a skull in the middle of her bowl. You really gotta go and check this cartoon. The Animaniacs is a history lesson a lot of people did not get. Shout out to Seth Rogen and those like him, Adam Sandler, all those guys. Like, they were a rich part of my growing up. I will always claim, I always say I'm a little part Yiddish, I'm a little Orthodox here and there. I have some of everything because I try to learn. I pull experience from everything. So basically, I was just saying, and gargoyles, oh my gosh. If gargoyles didn't teach you, good morning, thank you. If gargoyles right. Elmira was the South Node Shirley Temple, right? Elmira was beating dudes and dragging them home. I'm going to love you to bits and pieces. I was afraid. She was the type of girl that you'd wake up and be like, coyote. You'd have to bite your arm off to get away from Elmira. But like I was saying, our cartoons basically, and they're still the footprint. They're still the breadcrumbs. This is why I don't understand why people don't exactly be on point with these kids. It's like, yeah, so gargoyles made you look at the DA, the police, and there was a special gem in there about baby mothers and the family dynamic, as far as, because like it was a straight up baby mama fight between the new gargoyle and the detective, like straight like that. Right. The actors were good, the voiceovers were good, the casting was good, but whoever was writing for gargoyles was a hidden gem, and I think they were way too woke. They were way too real for the situation. And there are histories in gargoyles. They say that the histories are actually watchers, and you can find gargoyles where? In New York. Where's Animaniacs? In New York. Where's the good feathers poking for those crumbs? In New York. And they're always talking punk. It was animated in Japan. Awesome. No wonder that the animation was so great and on point. You think, yes, them darn kids, we would have got away with it if it weren't for those darn kids. The internet was good until the kids got on it, and then they blew it all apart. And now that we all have no other choice but to expose everything, look at what happened. It was all just good just a week ago. And I say that lightly. You know, maybe we're all going through PMS. We're all pretty much special. Good morning and hello. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Catch up on some of this stuff. And if you want to actually be in the present, I got something creepy for you. Watch Coraline. in the dark, close up. Put a blanket over your head in the TV if you have such a setup so that you could really be tunnel vision, and it'll give you pretty much the picture of what we got going on. There's imposter syndrome going on like crazy. You don't know who to trust, but you know what? You gotta trust in yourself, and you need to trust in the Most High or whatever you believe in. Have faith, because there is something on the other side for us, okay? Love you. Bye-bye.